9 psychological tricks that work on everyone. Have you ever noticed that some people seem to get along with everyone within minutes? Everyone loves them. And when they enter a room, they're greeted with genuine smiles, happy they've arrived. Is this kind of charisma something you're born with? Or can anyone learn it? I remember when a friend of mine complained that their coworker, who worked in the same position, almost never did anything, yet their boss always praised and promoted them. Over time, this coworker earned more money than almost everyone else in the company, despite being one of the least competent and least productive employees. Why were they promoted over everyone else? In this video, I'll reveal the answer and explain how you can apply these 9 psychological tricks in your everyday life to make a great first impression, easily persuade people to do things, and even get them to share their secrets without realizing it. These tricks work on everyone, so they'll help you in all areas of social life, whether you're trying to make genuine friends, improve your relationship, or even ace a job interview and negotiate a higher salary. All of this with just a few simple and easy-to-apply psychological tricks. Plus, after watching this video and learning these tricks, you'll realize that they've been used on you throughout your life, without you ever noticing. But before we get started, please don't use the tips in this video for cheating or manipulating others. If you have such intentions, please close this video now. This is the How to Easy channel, where I share videos that lead to a happier and more successful life. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe. Now, let's dive into the video. First, the illusion of choice. Not long ago, I was walking with a female friend through a shopping mall when I remembered she had mentioned wanting to try a new vegan restaurant. At that moment, I didn't feel like it at all. I was craving meat. So, when we finished shopping, I asked her if she wanted to go to KFC or the Chinese restaurant. After a few seconds of thought, she quickly said KFC. Did you notice what happened? I wanted her to go to the restaurant I preferred, so I presented 2 alternatives that I liked. She made the decision between the 2, so she felt like the choice was hers and that she wanted to go to KFC. But I already knew her answer before I even asked the question. On the other hand, if I had asked her where she wanted to eat, after thinking for a minute, she likely would have chosen the vegan restaurant I didn't want to go to. You can use this same trick in almost any area of life when you want to persuade someone. Present 2 options, both of which serve your interest. Since you're giving them the power of choice, they'll feel like they're the ones making the decision. Second, asking questions. If you want someone to like you, one of the best things you can do is ask questions about them. People love talking about themselves, especially when someone genuinely listens. However, most people don't get many chances to talk about themselves because doing so can seem egotistical or selfish. By asking personal questions, you give them permission to talk about themselves, which will make them like you. But be careful. There's something important to keep in mind, or it could backfire and produce the opposite result. We'll talk about that soon. Third, open up. People usually only share their secrets and more private information with those they trust. If you want someone to trust you, you have to make the first move. Here's a great example. Last week, I had lunch with a business owner and I was curious about how much profit their company made last year. I have a good relationship with this person, but most people only share such information with those they deeply trust. So, if I had just asked directly, I probably wouldn't have gotten an answer. Instead, I shared how much profit my business generated and what challenges I faced last year. After seeing that I trusted him with this information, he automatically felt the need to reciprocate and shared his company's annual profit, all without me even asking. Fourth, watch during laughter. When you're talking with 3 or more people, always pay attention to who people look at when they laugh. It's human instinct to look at the person we like the most during laughter without even realizing it. Next time a funny story is told, consciously watch who looks at you when laughing. This reveals who likes you. Fifth, use their name. A person's favorite word is their own name. When meeting someone new, very few people remember their name on the first try. When you're introduced to someone, repeat their first name to yourself a few times. This will help you remember it. Also, when you have the opportunity, deliberately use their name in your questions. This shows that you remembered their name right away, which gives the impression that you're paying attention and value them. This will make them like you instantly. Sixth, silence. Many people make the mistake of trying to avoid silence at all costs. If you do this and always feel the need to fill the silence after a few seconds, you'll come across as insecure. Get used to short pauses during conversations, and this will make you appear more confident. The video isn't over yet, but if you've enjoyed it so far, please like it so more people can see it. You'll be supporting me a lot by doing so. Thank you. Seventh, the halo effect. The halo effect, officially known as the halo bias, is a psychological phenomenon that very few people are aware of, yet it influences how we form opinions about others without us realizing it. According to Wikipedia, the halo effect is a cognitive bias where an impression of a person, object, or thing influences our feelings and thoughts about it, shaping our entire judgment of it. This means that if we notice a positive or negative trait in someone, we automatically assume other traits are also positive or negative. For example, studies have found that attractive people are considered more intelligent, and baby-faced individuals are seen as kinder. The existence of the halo effect is also proven by the fact that attractive criminals receive more favorable sentences for the same crime compared to less attractive ones. You need to be aware of this psychological effect because it unconsciously influences your behavior and the behavior of those around you. You can use this by finding commonalities between yourself and someone new and talking about those things. We tend to like people who are similar to us, so if you make a good first impression, that person will think positively of you. Eighth, ask for help. This tip might surprise you. When you ask someone for a small favor that they can easily and quickly do, they will end up liking you. You might think, why would they like me if I'm the one asking for the favor? This works similarly to what we discussed in the third tip. By asking for help, you admit that you can't do it alone, giving the impression that you trust the other person and believe they are capable. This puts them in the spotlight and makes them feel good about helping someone. Ninth, eliminating nervousness. When we eat, happiness hormones are released in our brain, making us feel good and calm. You can use this to your advantage by inviting someone to lunch if you need to discuss something difficult or unpleasant. In such cases, the person will be in a relaxed and positive state, making the conversation go much smoother. You can also trick your own brain by chewing gum. This creates almost the same effect as eating, and if you're stressed or nervous about something, you'll feel calmer almost instantly. Now that you know these 9 tips, you know what to do to achieve great results, persuade others, or in my case, avoid a vegan restaurant. Don't try to use all of them tomorrow. Start with just a few and always keep them in mind. Over time, they'll become automatic. If any of the 9 tricks aren't entirely clear, feel free to watch the video again. If this video helped you, subscribe to my channel. Once that's done, I'll see you in the next video.